Howdy folks, Christopher Cook here, your Chief of Police. Welcome to another edition of On the Job. You know, we've had a lot of great things going on around here, as many of you know, so let's jump right on in. On the community engagement front, from lemonade stands across the city, changing flat tires, attending large community birthday celebrations, handing out fans to help cool down some of our residents, to supporting Special Olympics at the Tip-A-Cop event at Texas Roadhouse, to our team attending the National Night Out event hosted by the Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base. You name it, over the past few weeks, we've really been busy connecting with individuals throughout our community. Here's what we have in store for the coming months. Let's go over that for just a moment. Corporal Jonathan Russell just got back from a conference, and he's in the process of organizing our new Public Safety Cadets program. You know, we've been talking about this for some time. This allows teens and young adults from the ages of 14 to 20 who have an interest in either a career in law enforcement or some other public safety profession to join with our team and learn more about what we do. So stay tuned. If you think you've got a teen or a young adult who might be interested, please email us at wspd@wspd.us and we'll get you in touch with Corporal Russell. Also, National Night Out is fast approaching, and Detectives Laura Gonzalez and Gasper Martinez are running point for our team on organizing the event this year. If you are a business owner or you own a food truck and you'd like to participate, please email Detective Gonzalez at lgonzalez@wspd.us, and we will get all the information to you. Mark your calendars now. It's going to be Tuesday, October 3rd, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Veterans Park. That's directly across from the police department. You remember last year we saw a historic turnout, and even better this year with our new theme of establishing neighborhood watch groups throughout the city. Many of you have seen the faded neighborhood watch signs across town, which, you know, really look like they're a relic from the past. Well, I'm here to tell you we're going to reinvigorate and restart this program, and you can sign up as a participant, or better yet, as a neighborhood block captain at our National Night Out event. In turn, we're going to get with you and your neighbors and provide training, the materials, and also a new street sign that you can proudly display for the world to see along your residential street. As I always say, you know, it takes the whole community coming together to make a positive difference and to solve crimes and to elevate quality of life for all residents. So make plans to attend now. Let's move on real quick to the crime front. You know, I have to start by saying how extremely proud I am of a recent investigation that led to the identification and arrest of 3 shooting suspects. This investigation was swift, netting all of the outstanding suspects at this point within 3 to 4 days of the incident. See for yourself.
Fox 4's trackdown has led now to more than 150 arrests so far, and tonight we can add 2 more. One arrest happened while our cameras rolled, the other just hours after this segment aired on Fox 4 News at 5:30. So earlier this evening, we reported that authorities in Tarrant County were still looking for one of 3 men wanted for a shootout over the weekend. His name is Jason Davis. The police chief for White Settlement called him public enemy number 1 this afternoon. Right after we showed Davis's face on Fox 4, the calls started pouring in. Tips from Fox 4 viewers led authorities directly to Davis, and they made an arrest. White Settlement police sent us this video of Davis in handcuffs this evening. Now, our cameras were rolling this afternoon when another one of those 3 suspects was caught. This week's trackdown, a complete success in just 1 day. Here's Fox 4's Sean Rabb.
Each trackdown has its own story. This one is perhaps the most unique we've covered so far. With me is White Settlement Police Chief Chris Cook. Chris, what happened? What's going on here?
Yeah, we just arrested one of our 3 shooting suspects. Right now, we were getting ready to profile him with your show. This is John Thomas Aguilar. He's the one on the video that you see shooting at the scene.
It's like the camera's behind his head.
Correct.
As we were setting up to start recording our trackdown segment, we saw your officer start moving and the task force officer start moving right past us.
And so we made the decision to do a high-risk felony traffic stop because, again, he's wanted in a very serious shooting involving multiple persons.
He's in custody.
Yeah, we got him.
Police pulled this weapon from Aguilar's truck. Tuesday night, Angel Pimienta arrested for the same shooting Saturday, July 29th.
This was a very egregious shooting, lots of rounds, running gun battle that started on a residential street, ended up on multiple streets. We have multiple homes, multiple cars struck. It's a miracle no one was seriously injured or killed. This work is unfolding right behind us, and it shows really the danger element that sometimes our communities face, and that's why we need people like you to help us get these people back in jail.
As White Settlement Police and the Tarrant County Task Force try to track down all of those involved in violent gun crimes here in Tarrant County.
I have to publicly acknowledge Detectives Carly Page and Gaspar Martinez for finding Mr. Davis's car parked on Tacoma. I also want to highlight the work that Sergeant Stephen Person did on the criminal investigation side, along with the other CID detectives and our dispatch center, our patrol officers, and Sergeant Lana Cook and Frank Blaustein. Both of their shifts made apprehensions. Also, the Tarrant County Criminal Warrants Fugitive Division was also on scene and was instrumental in helping our team. Again, we also appreciate the help and highlight from local media. Look, bottom line, we're not going to tolerate this nonsense, this dangerous gun violence that you see in the community. If you want to come into our town and you want to shoot up houses, you want to shoot up cars, we're going to find you, and our team is going to make a public release about who you are, and we're going to work with the Tarrant County Criminal District Attorney's Office to put you away. It's a miracle that no innocent residents or these egregious suspects were not seriously injured or killed, with as many rounds that were exchanged, including a running gun battle down White Settlement Road, chasing each other in vehicles, which led to several bullet projectiles that struck our library. Enough's enough. There are no excuses for this, and we're not going to tolerate it. I also have to brag about Sergeant Banner's midnight shift for a moment. They responded to a crash last weekend. Most of you probably saw this. 2 of the occupants of the vehicle had fallen asleep, struck a utility pole on South Cherry Lane near the Popeyes restaurant. A fire began to grow, and the officers' quick actions saved both of them by extricating the passenger out of the vehicle and getting him out of harm's way. And check this video out.
Tonight we are hearing from the man pulled from a burning car by White Settlement Police.
Come on, brother. We're going to help get you out of the car. We're going to get you on the grass.
Mark DePorto told us his fiancée was driving home after a night out. They both fell asleep, and that's when the car smashed into a utility pole and caught fire. DePorto was unconscious, so police pulled him out and dragged him to safety. He credits the officers for saving his life.
It was just a surreal feeling, actually. Like I said, I thought I was in a bad dream. And being in the hospital and seeing that video was like, wow, most people don't survive stuff like that.
DePorto and his fiancée are back home recovering. He has a fractured neck and a broken leg, but it's going to be okay. The crash on South Cherry Lane remains under investigation.
As we end on the crime front, I also want to highlight the duo bank robbery couple who tried to make a quick cash grab from our local Wells Fargo a few months ago. They were caught. Again, thank you, Detective Gaspar Martinez, also the FBI Fort Worth Field Office for assisting with this investigation. We're glad that they've both been identified and charged accordingly. Okay, now I think I've got everyone caught up on the major highlights over the past few weeks. We're also getting ready to launch into the world of podcasts, where you can keep up with everything WSPD, wherever you tune in to subscribe to your favorite podcast. I had no idea how many residents actually listen to podcasts across our town. So look for our new show. It's going to be called the WSPD Briefing Room, to debut very soon. We're going to share exciting news on the podcast. We're going to update our criminal investigations, talk about cold cases, and certainly we'll highlight the extraordinary work being done by your public safety team. Well, that's all, folks. On behalf of Team White Settlement PD, we thank you so very much for catching up with us on this edition of On the Job. Stay hydrated, try to stay cool, because certainly it is very hot outside. God bless you, and God bless our community.